or any kind of cut loose on it.
Good luck, everyone. Tonight's race is 150 laps. You've got 4 sets of tires in the pit. That is only...
All right, everyone. Welcome to the stream. This is your host, Front Row Joe. We are here, Blue Ridge Motorsports TV, for the 3-Wide Motorsports Whiteout 200 here at Darlington Raceway. The guys are finishing up their practice session, and we will be getting ready to go green here momentarily. But right now, what we are going to do is we are just going to make sure that everything is set up correctly. We don't want any hiccups. We don't want any mistakes. And we are trying to make it look as good as it possibly can. Again, we are here. We're doing double duty. We are broadcasting, and we are doing race control here for the guys at 3-Wide Motorsports. We have 52 seconds left in practice, and then we will do our pre-race ceremonies and all that as everybody is getting gridded up right now. We're going to take a quick look at our race info. We are here, the Whiteout 200 here, 3-Wide Motorsports, Darlington Raceway. We'll be going 150 laps, no stages, 4 additional tire sets, 3 green white caution temps. Fuel window is going to be between 43 and 48 laps with 2 fast repairs. As we look at your starting grid, on the pole is going to be the number 1 of Travis Manning, and on his outside, Eric Schaefer. Row number 2 is going to be Devin Black in the number 7 machine, and Patrick Purdy in the number 69 machine. Row number 3, Thomas Davis and Scott Hall in the number 22 and the number 5 machine. Row number 4, Clayton Anderson in the number 82 machine, and Jack Jones in the number 90 machine. Row number 5 is not race control, it's Will DeBrabant. Row number 6, Andrew Deemer and Randy Corrier. And shotgun in your field today is a number 19 of Brazen Ryan. And that is going to do it.
Yeah, 10-4 that
for your starting grid.
Racing the track today.
As the pace car leads them around turn number 4. We are getting ready to go green here at Darlington Raceway for the 3-Wide Motorsports Racing League.
Green flag.
And we are green. It's going to be the number 1 of Travis Manning out to a really good start here. He's got Eric Schaefer right behind him. Field pretty much single filing out. Darlington Raceway, iconically known as the Lady in Black, as all these drivers at some point in this race are going to get a Darlington stripe. And what is a Darlington stripe, you ask? It's when the right side of the car scrapes against the wall ever so slightly and you get a black stripe. Down the side of your car is the number 82. A little bit loose coming off of turn number 4. '82 car of Clayton Anderson. So take a look here at the number 19 car, Brazen Ryan. Brazen Ryan, currently 9th. We've got some action a little bit up ahead of him. We got one car down on the apron, the 24 car, Will DeBrabant. This track here at Darlington is not an easy one to navigate. Will DeBrabant racing out of Valley Grande in the number 24 Team Conti.gg Chevrolet Camaro. DeBrabant right up on the bumper of Andrew Deemer. Deemer losing a ton of speed on entry right there. What a difficult track here at Darlington Raceway. We take a quick look at the battle up front here between Manning and Schaefer. It's got some action behind him. The number 7 of Black, 69 of Purdy, and the 5 of Scott Hull. Darlington, a unique track in the sense that it's got two differently shaped corners. No two corners are shaped exactly the same. One is a wider, slower turn, and one is a narrower, faster turn. And if you're not careful, you might end up in the wall or down on the apron. And it's a very wide track. However, those top 3 lanes are really the only lanes you can use. So take a look at Devin Black here in the Black Flag Syndicate Chevrolet Camaro. Got Patrick Purdy. He's getting a little bit of time against Patrick Purdy, but Scott Hull right behind Purdy there, the number 5 car. And we've got a new race leader, ladies and gentlemen, by way of Eric Schaefer, and that number 3. Getting around Travis Manning. car field here tonight. However, do not underestimate the talent that's out here on the track tonight. Let's take a quick look at your fastest drivers of the race. Thomas Davis, best lap of the race is a 29.76. You've got Will DeBrabant, Eric Schaefer, and Travis Manning all, well, as well as Andrew Deemer following in suit. If anyone is in the chat, if you could just do me a solid favor, double check for me, make sure my audio is sounding right. I want to make sure you guys can hear the race, hear me, and not have either one overpower the other one too much. Scott Hull working on the number 69 car of Purdy as they get ready to go into turn number 1. Purdy got a slight advantage, and we've got Deemer down pit road with some damage. He's going to come down, get a fast repair. He'll get right back out on the track. Purdy up into the wall, getting his Darlington stripe. That's going to allow Scott Hall to get past him. He's got to hold his line, though, and hope he doesn't get into him. Let's go on board here with Scott Hall. From Vandalia, Illinois, Scott Hall, league owner, admin of 3 Wide Motorsports. Take a look and see what's going on up here up front. You've got Eric Schaefer out to a little over a second lead over Travis Manning. Really clean looking car right there. Eric Schaefer in the Orielly Auto Parts Chevrolet. Eric Schaefer racing out of Hampton, Virginia, probably about 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours from where I am here in North Carolina. NASCAR's the birthplace of NASCAR. Take a quick look in the rear of the field. Some damage right there on the number 52 for Randy Courier. Courier. I'm going to say Courier. Wilton Emergency. Thank you for your service. And I might have to get in touch with Mr. Courier, because it looks like he's not too far from where I am. How about that? For the number 52 car. Take a look at some of this action that's going on right here. Will DeBrabant, Scott Hall, Devin Black battling it out for positions in the top 5. Scott Hall down on the inside of Devin Black. Little bit of a speed loss there for Scott Hall. Devin Black getting away, pulling away about 10 car lengths or so. "19 laps completed to be 20 this time by. 20 laps completed this next time by." Eric Schaefer just absolutely taking control of this race, still holding strong at just about a second of a gap over the number 1 car of Travis Manning. Best lap of the race for Schaefer is a 29.96. Solid lap as the number 52 car of Randy Courier gets out of the way for the leaders. As we take a look at the Blue Ridge Motorsports TV chopper cam over the number 3 car of Eric Schaefer, Drinking Bros Racing. Got some drivers getting some Darlington stripes here. Travis Manning closing that gap just a little bit. Cut it down about 3/10 over the last few laps. Long race here. We've got 200 miles, 150 laps. It's technically 204 miles, but who's counting? So plenty of time for these guys to make moves, save tires, make sure their car's in tip-top shape for when it matters most, which is going to be the end of the race. Will DeBrave it now, up into third. Scott Hull falling down. Looks like he's a lap down now. Don't know exactly what happened to Scott Hull here. Let me see if I can try and find it. We've got Scott Hull going down pit lane here. Looks like he's got some damage right there on his left front. Little unfortunate there for Scott Hull. But we race on. Just had to get some settings straightened out real quick, but what an exciting race so far we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, at Darlington Speedway for the 3-wide Motorsports Whiteout 200 here on June 28th, 2026. Broadcasted live to you by Blue Ridge Motorsports TV. Eric Schaefer pulling his lead out to back up to a little bit over a second here over Travis Manning. Let's take a look at this battle back here for fifth. You've got Purdy. We got Devin Black. This is actually the battle for fourth. A lot of fast cars out here tonight. As I try and go ahead and take a look at our points standings. Right now, Devin Black, the driver on your screen, is the current points leader. 23 starts, 2 wins, 13 top 5s, 19 top 10s, total of 543 points. He's actually tied with Eric Schaefer, your current race leader right now. You can kind of bounce around, see what kind of other action we've got going on here. I'm extremely surprised we haven't had a caution yet, especially here at Darlington, man. It's pretty rough out here sometimes. A lot of cars, well, a lot of guys will get jammed up, especially in the official series. But these guys doing a really good job keeping it clean, keeping it green. And we'll kind of see what happens here. We're down 30 laps out of 150, 120 laps to go here. Well, now 119 laps to go here. Take a look back again at the number 52, Randy Coyer. from Saratoga Springs, New York. I now see what his car says. It says Wilton, Inc. I thought it said Wilton, North Carolina. I got excited for a minute. But to say, hey, I got a friend. You've got a friend in me. Bam, bam. You've got a friend in me. Back up here, Will DeBrabant. Sitting in third. Will has, unfortunately, he's got quite a task ahead of him to get back in contention, as he is 16 seconds behind the leader. And speaking of leaders, we've got another lead change here. Travis Manning has gotten around Eric Schaefer. And let's take a look at the Black Flag Syndicate instant replay and see exactly how he got it done. Looks like in turn 3 and 4. Manning on the chase. Let's see what happens to Schaefer here. He taps the wall, gets into the wall, and just gets swallowed up. Well, let's go back live here at 3 Wide Motorsports. They did a little bit of a swap. Schaefer and Manning. Schaefer was the second out over Manning, and Manning is now second out over Schaefer. DeBrabant now working on some lap traffic here. He's got the number 90 of Jack H. Jones III behind him. Jack Jones, 2 laps down. Hopefully we can get some cautions here. These guys can get back on the lead lap. At least that's what they're hoping for. But if you take a look, I don't know what's going on with the car that's in 13th right now. That race control guy. I don't know what he's doing. He's not even in this race. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at the Blue Ridge Motorsports TV chopper cam here over Will DeBrabant, Jack Jones, and the number 52 of Coyer. Coyer up into the wall, kissing it, getting a little too friendly with it. And coming back on the track, we'll go back up here and we'll take a look at your race leader, Travis Manning. We'll take a look. Brews and Q's on the boulevard. Travis Manning, member of Outlier Speed Company. And Brews and Q's sounds like a pool hall. You can always follow Mr. Travis Manning on Twitch at Manning Motorsports on the back of his car right there. I usually get paid for promotions, but Travis, you got one for free here, buddy. We're just going to cycle through the field here. Thomas Davis, and number 22 Chevrolet. Thomas Davis sitting 4th right now. A little ways away from DeBrabant. He'll come up, get his Darlington kiss, continue going. Excuse me, his Darlington stripe. I call it a Darlington kiss. I like calling it because you can just come up and you just kiss the wall just a little bit. Cars behind him smacking the wall. Let's take a look at the Blue Ridge Motorsports TV blimp cam. Devin Black from Statesville, North Carolina. While we take a look at our lap leaders right now, only 2 cars leading laps thus far in the race, and that's going to be Eric Schaefer and Travis Manning. Devin Black up into the wall, gobbled up like a turkey dinner up into the turn number 4 wall. Take a look at some of our biggest movers of the night. Will DeBrabant up 7 spots from where he started, up into P3 right now. Randy Coyer, Brazen Ryan, Thomas Davis, and Travis Manning. He didn't gain anywhere. He's exactly where he started, so. Travis Manning on a mission right now. He's put everybody except for the 4th place driver a lap down. Well, he just put the 4th place driver a lap down, and that was Thomas Davis. He's going to be working on Will DeBrabant next. Travis Manning, just a man on a mission here. And we've got some call-outs. The pit cycle is starting right now with Travis Manning coming down pit road, and that is going to yield your race lead. Well, Schaefer's coming down. Let's see what DeBrabant does here. DeBrabant coming out of turn number 2. Let's see if he decides he wants to pit. DeBrabant coming down. Your top 3 drivers coming down pit road, starting this green flag pit cycle right in the middle of our pit window. Our pit window was estimated between 43 and 48 laps. And as the ladies and gentlemen of 3 Wide Motorsports are in pit lane, Thomas Davis is going to assume the race lead, but he's dealing with some lap traffic right there. The number 69 of Patrick Purdy running Davis a little bit high into the wall. And the 69 hard into the wall coming out of turn 2 right there of Purdy. Well, come out of 4. Davis, unfortunately, not going to be able to hold on to the lead as he gets ready to come down pit road. He's got Devin Black pitting behind him as well. If you take a look at these drivers coming down pit road, few drivers in pit road right now. That's going to be Coyer and the number 82 of Clayton Anderson. Travis Manning back to the lead after that pit cycle. Not many drivers able to get some laps back, unfortunately. Go on board here with Travis Manning. Oh, I thought I heard something come over the Oh, the 82. Stopped on the front stretch. Suffering from some damage. Let's see what happened to Randy Coyer.
Caution. Boss man, you're doing a good job. You want to give us an update on that card?
And we've got a caution. We have got a caution. We're going to take a look. Looks like Scott Hall. Let's take a look at the Black Flag Syndicate instant replay here. Scott Hall just gets into the wall, coming out of turn number 2. And just nails the inside wall. Tries to get off the track as quick as he can. Excellent job there by Scott, trying to stay out of trouble and not jam anybody else up in his wreck. Let's take a look at Travis Manning sitting right behind the pace car, your race leader, leading the most laps of the race so far. Caution number 1 of the night comes on lap number 50 of 150. Travis Manning, coming over the radio, forgot to declare his choose, so he's going to just stay on the bottom for this restart. About 148 laps to go to be 147 when we restart here. Coming out of turn number 4, pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. Travis Manning has control into the Blue Ridge Motorsports restart zone, and we are back. Green flag. Manning getting a good jump, sliding up to the high line. We'll take a look at the Blue Ridge Motorsports TV blimp camera as we look at the field. Trying to get settled in. Devin Black avoids the number 69 car of Purdy. Purdy into the wall hard. Devin Black into the wall hard as well. Difficult start for both of these drivers. Devin Black sounds a little upset on the radio. on board here. Blue Ridge Motorsports TV Chopper Cam. We're going to jump back in the field as we see Devin Black getting into the wall. He's got crazy amounts of damage on that car, trying to keep it straight. He just can't. Devin Black's got some significant right rear and right front damage on that Chevrolet Camaro. Gonna have a lot of difficulty trying to keep that car under control and keep it on track. Little bit of a battle up here. Between Schaefer and Manning. Manning about half a second behind, excuse me, Schaefer half a second behind Manning. So we go for a wide angle on the Blue Ridge Motorsports TV blimp cam. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Take a little bit of a look back here. Behind the leaders, Will DeBraben sitting all by himself in third right now. Closest car to him is going to be Devin Black. 20 seconds behind the leader. Is going to be about 19 seconds behind DeBraben. DeBraben only has to worry about what's in his windshield as he watches Schaefer and Manning get smaller and smaller in his windshield. I'll go up here and we'll take a look at Eric Schaefer working on the number one car, Travis Manning. Travis Manning, I believe, is making his debut here in 3 Wide Motorsports and is absolutely making a statement here. As you see, Devin Black just all over the place with his damage. Devin Black coming down pit road. He's got to take his fast repair because he is just not going to be able to keep that car under control with the amount of damage that he's got on it. Brazen Ryan coming down pit road. Bit of an unscheduled stop for him. Clayton Anderson, we just got a little glimpse of him getting his Darlington stripe. Oh, 82 goes around. Holds it straight, able to get back on the track. Precision control by the number 82 of Clayton Anderson there to not go around. We've got Jack H. Jones III sporting that green flag mindset. Chevrolet Camaro. You can find Mr. Jack H. Jones III, I believe, on all platforms under green flag mindset right there on the rear of his car. Take a look at Scott Hull sitting down pit road, getting some tires and some fuel. I think that might be an unscheduled stop for him as well. Eric Schaefer leading 23 laps as well. Take a quick look at our pit stop statistics right now. Travis Manning, last pit 24 laps ago, taking 4 tires. You can see the rest of the field right there. Some drivers taking fuel only. That was after their green flag pit stop when we got that caution, so I don't see a need to take tires there. We've got some pit call-outs here. Don't exactly know who that was. We will see momentarily. Brazen Ryan entering pit lane. Will DeBrabant still hanging in there, just about 8 seconds back from the leader. He's got nobody to worry about him. Excuse me, nobody to worry about as far as battling for position goes. Is Manning has lapped everyone up and to DeBrabant. So right now, DeBrabant just needs to keep his nose clean, and he'll come away with a podium finish here tonight. Number 90, Jack H. Jones III, getting his Darlington stripe. Look at Brazen Ryan. Brazen Ryan coming around. Saves it. Let's take a look at the chopper cam. Now let's go to the blimp cam. He's got Manning hot on his tail. Getting ready to put him another lap down. So we've got Devin Black, Patrick Purdy, and Andrew Deemer all out of the race at this moment. We've got 10 cars still out on the track. No, that's going to be 9 cars still out on the track. All 9 of them guaranteed a top 10 finish here tonight. We do need to figure out who is going to be on the podium and in what order. Is Schaefer going to be able to catch Manning, or is Manning just going to continue on this run that he is on? Last week's winner at Iowa, which unfortunately was not broadcasted, was Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer coming away with the win at Iowa. That was 2 weeks ago. Last week they were at Daytona. That winner was Devin Black. Eric Schaefer was the runner-up in that race. So an unfortunate turn of events here for Devin Black, is he is going to get a DNF for tonight, which is definitely going to hurt his point standings, as he is tied with Schaefer. Schaefer sitting in second right now, so any finish that Schaefer can get, and he will become our new points leader. Be sure to check us here every Sunday night, right at about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, here on Blue Ridge Motorsports TV, as we host the 3 Wide Motorsports. Schaefer closed that gap some, but gets into the wall just a little bit right there. Don't think that's going to hurt him too much, but he's closed the gap on Manning to just about half a second, as Manning get ready to come up against that 82 car of Clayton Anderson. Anderson going to unfortunately go 4 laps down in this race. But Travis Manning looking real sharp out there, but don't count out Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer's running really good as well. He had the lead there for quite some time. As we take a look, Schaefer leading 23 of the 150 laps so far, with Travis Manning leading 60, Thomas Davis leading just one lap. We've got some drivers we can hear over the radio talking about how do I say this? Expressing their displeasure with the wall and hitting it. You had one driver come on the radio and said, you'll start to pull away and hit the wall, and then I'll close the gap, and then I'll hit the wall, and then you pull away again. So it's one of those things here, the Darlington Raceway it's just Darlington. There's no other way to explain it. Not an easy track to drive by any means. The Brabants falling back from Manning and Schaefer, back about 16 seconds. I would assume that we are going to start seeing some green flag pit stops within the next few laps. If my math is correct, they should start coming down around lap 91, 92. Had a lot of drivers come down between lap 44 and lap 46. Then we had that caution. Some drivers came down and topped off with fuel, so they might be able to push it a few more laps than that. But we'll take a look at Randy Coyer. Randy Coyer appears to be either a supporter or an actual first responder. So either way, if you're a first responder, we thank you for your service, Mr. Coyer. I'm a first responder myself. I know how hard the job is, and we definitely appreciate individuals like yourself. I'll tell you what, let's go on board here with Coyer. Coyer going to start the green flag pit cycle. Not too much has changed for our fastest laps of the race. Thomas Davis still holding the fastest lap of the race with a 29.76. Eric Schaefer, Travis Manning, Will DeBrabant, and Scott Hull all within 0.2 of each other as far as a hot lap is concerned. Will DeBrabant gonna get some laps led tonight with Schaefer and Manning coming down pit road. They are back out on the track, however. But DeBrabant looks like he's going to try and get all he can get out of it His best bet would be to pit sooner rather than later, as Schaefer and Manning are going to have fresher tires, and they're just going to gain so much time so quick. Take a quick look at some pit stop statistics. Schaefer, Manning, Davis, Jones. Oh, Schaefer and Manning taking 4 tires. Davis hasn't quite pit yet. So we'll take a look at that once the green flag cycle has concluded. Scott Hall on the fresh tires. Working around DeBrabant. DeBrabant just yielding the position to him. Nothing worth fighting right there. And DeBrabant gonna come down pit road, and that will yield the race lead to Eric Schaefer. 2 seconds out in front of Manning. Schaefer might have went for the short pitch strategy. Get back out in front of Manning. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys strategize. The last 53 laps of this race will have at least one more green flag pit cycle. Of which we will see who comes out victorious here at the 3-Wide Motorsports League at Darlington Raceway, brought to you by Blue Ridge Motorsports TV. Guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you like, subscribe, well, at least follow, follow, and share the stream out. The more viewers we get, the more we can give the fellas here at 3-Wide Motorsports the exposure. It's great to have your league broadcasted. It adds to the immersion effect of being in the virtual simulator. And it's also a recruiting tool, as the guys here at 3-Wide Motorsports always looking to add more drivers to their roster and have some exciting door-to-door racing. We've got Schaefer working on Davis. Davis gonna end up being another lap down, unfortunately. Brazen Ryan up into the wall. You know, it's kind of difficult, maybe a little bit frustrating for some of these drivers when you have, you know, these really fast and consistent drivers that are just lapping the whole entire field. It, you know, I can't imagine what it does for some of these guys mentally. As now the only 2 drivers on the lead lap are Schaefer and Manning. So it's going to be a battle between these two to see who comes away with the win here tonight at Darlington. Schaefer's still holding on to a 2-second lead over Manning. A look at Will DeBraben here, holding on to that third place position. He'll be in prime position to come away with a podium spot. Manning cutting that lead down to just under 2 seconds on Schaefer. Ever so slow. Oh, we've got some contact. Davis and Scott Hull. Scott Hull's got some wheel damage. Can't get the car to rotate the way he wants to, as Davis unfortunately ran up on the wall, came over the radio and apologized and said he was trying to hold it down. Schaefer up, tapping the wall just a little bit. Schaefer going to run that high line in the middle of 1 and 2, trying to work around the number 22 of Thomas Davis, who is a lap down. Not quite able to get around him. He's holding him up just a little bit, which is allowing Travis Manning to close that gap down to under a half a second now for Manning. .41 laps to go here at 3 Wide Motorsports. Before you to go at the stripe here, Eric Schaefer, your race leader. Schaefer's got a car in between him and Manning. It's going to be the number 19 of Brazen Ryan. But Manning has just got the speed at the moment. Schaefer looks like he backed off of Davis just a little bit. Give him some wiggle room in case he needs to push a little further. Should Manning continue to close his gap? And we've got Scott Hull going around here. So see what happened here to Scott Hull. Gets into the wall. Tries to hurry up and bring it. Maybe it looked like he tried to bring it down pit road. I think he just decided that was going to be it, as he jumped to the pits. Eric Schaefer building back on that lead over Travis Manning. He's got Brazen Ryan on what appears to be fresher tires. Schaefer just gonna go ahead and yield the position, but he's got the run coming off of 4. We've got the 82 car down on the apron, getting a little loose. Coming out of turn number 2, I think he's going to come down pit road, and he is. Manning closing in rapidly on Schaefer. Down to 0.8 of a second. Which for Manning is going to feel like an eternity to close even further. But for Manning, it's going to feel really quick. We've got Manning coming down pit road, going to short pit Schaefer. Let's see what Schaefer does this time around. If I'm Schaefer, I'm coming down pit road. And Schaefer does exactly that. Good strategy by Manning. Good strategy by Schaefer as well. Let's see what DeBrabant decides to do right here. Heard some tires screeching. Don't know if somebody went off track or not. Doesn't look like it. Schaefer's still the race leader at the moment, but DeBrabant now taking the lead momentarily, but DeBrabant going to have to come down pit road. As he's got the 82 of Clayton Anderson on his inside. DeBrabant going to do about another lap or so. Clay Anderson up into the wall just a little bit in front of DeBrabant. Some contact by the car behind DeBrabant. Jack H. Jones the third. DeBrabant still going to stay out, but Travis Manning will assume the race lead after the pit cycle has concluded. So Schaefer short pitting Manning the last run. And now Manning short pitting Schaefer on this run. And we've got a new fastest lap. Travis Manning. Well, excuse me. Eric Schaefer with a 29.67. Got two fast drivers here leading this race right now. Travis Manning, Eric Schaefer. It's going to come down to the wire. Manning cannot afford to make any mistakes. Neither can Schaefer. Schaefer needs to stay consistent. He needs to push, but he also needs to not burn up his tires. Manning needs to do the same exact thing, but he just needs to do it faster than Schaefer in order to come away with the win here tonight at Darlington. Got Jack H. Jones III. Looks like he's going to come down pit road. DeBrabant losing a position to Thomas Davis. However, Thomas Davis still has not come down pit road. His last pit stop 28 laps ago. And unless he's saving fuel, he's not going to have enough fuel to make it to the end here. Got Scott Hull coming down pit road. Oh, big crash.
What you doing there, homeboy?
Caution is going to come out there for that incident. Caution coming on lap number 126 of 150. And we will rack him up and restart him. Davis gonna get lucky. Pit road is open. And the field is going to come down pit road, most likely with the exception of the cars that want to get the wave around. Take a look at our race leaders right here. Manning and Schaefer. Schaefer into the box first. Let's see if he can beat Manning out of pit road. It's going to be close. Schaefer on the gas. Is he going to do it? Nope. Manning going to beat him out of pit road and retain the race lead. 20 laps to go when we restart here at Darlington Raceway in the 3-Wide Motorsports League. We'll take a look at our 10-car lineup. It's going to be Travis Manning, Eric Schaefer, Thomas Davis, Will DeBrabant, Randy Coyer, Jack H. Jones III, Brazen Ryan, Clayton Anderson, Scott Hall, and Devin Black. These will be your top 10 drivers for this next restart. You can see the lights on the pace car are out. Is everybody set to go green, or you need it delayed?
Negative, they called it off.
We are going to have a delayed green flag here, as some of the drivers not quite set on the track. Pace car going to come out. We're going to re-rack them. Do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you like, follow, share the stream out. Make sure you come back next week.
Green flag.
And we're back green flag racing here. Got Davis into the wall just a little bit. Manning getting the advantage over Schaefer here. Thomas Davis sitting in third right now. DeBrabant a little over 2 seconds behind Davis. DeBrabant had the pace all night to maintain his third place position. Is he going to have the pace to catch Davis and overtake him for third? Schaefer just 4/10 back. About 10 car lengths. And Schaefer into the wall. That's going to slow him down. He lost about 5, almost 6/10 right there from that little slip up. And that may just cost him. I'm not sure he'll be able to close the gap any further unless Manning makes a serious mistake. It is all Travis Manning now out to a little bit under a second and a half in front of Schaefer, but we are going to take a look here as DeBrabant is closing that gap on Thomas Davis for the third and final podium position. A 22 car up into the wall. That's going to slow him down a lot. DeBrabant going to gain a few tenths right there. DeBrabant still gaining. 22 really loose on exit of turn 2. DeBrabant doing an excellent job of keeping that car under control. DeBrabant 4.5 tenths a second, and Davis into the wall hard down onto the apron. Unfortunate for Thomas Davis, but that's going to yield the third place spot as it stands to Will DeBrabant. Got some action here. Jack H. Jones the third, currently 6th. Nobody around him. He's just out for a stroll. But you've got Manning here who's starting to walk away with this as we are now 10 laps to go here at Darlington for the 3-Wide Motorsports NASCAR O'Reilly Series Sunday Night League. Brazen Ryan, a lot of damage on him. He's just going to yield and allow the first and second place cars to go by as they are going to be battling it out for a win. Not sure how much of a battle it's actually going to be. Unless Manning makes a serious mistake, Schaefer is not going to be able to get there. And we've got Eric Schaefer already congratulating Travis Manning on his win, stating that he ain't got nothing for him. Manning coming back over the radio and saying he's just trying to keep it out of the wall, as that is one of the most difficult tasks to do here at Darlington. Got some drivers in the pits right now. Clayton Anderson, Scott Hull. It's been a frustrating race for a lot of the guys in the field today, as Manning and Schaefer have just absolutely dominated from start to finish here. As Manning comes across the stripe, brings us down to 5 laps to go. It is all Travis Manning at this point in the race. He's been going back and forth with Eric Schaefer. Travis Manning leading 92 laps. Schaefer leading 46. DeBrabant leading 7. Thomas Davis leading 1 lap. DeBrabant coming over the radio and saying it'd be great if y'all two could race and wreck and then I'll win. The runway is shortening. The runway is shortening as Travis Manning comes across the start-finish line. 2 to go here at Darlington in the 3-wide Motorsports NASCAR O'Reilly Series Sunday Night League. Got some drivers just getting out of the way. White flag is out. 3-wide Motorsports NASCAR O'Reilly Series. Travis Manning on the inside of the number 90 of Jack H. Jones III. Eric Schaefer not going to have anything for him as Thomas Davis coming out like a bat out of hell, but it is going to be Travis Manning winning this race. So we take a look at our podium finishers: Travis Manning, Eric Schaefer, and Will DeBrabant. Your top 3 drivers as Schaefer comes down and gives Manning a congratulatory bump on the bumper. And our victory lane celebration is brought to you by OSR. As the top 3 come down for the podium finisher picture. And we are going to try and get squared away here with the interview segment. And we're going to see who we can pull in for an interview. Travis Manning, your race winner, and we're going to go ahead and we are going to pull Mr. Travis Manning in for an interview. Oh, I just moved him to the wrong. Where did I move him? Moved him to the wrong. Travis Manning, this is Front Row Joe in the booth. You got me? Travis. Travis, are you there?
There we go. Sorry, I was having some technical issues there.
Oh, you're fine, man. You're fine. Coming away with a win here at Darlington. Not an easy track to run at all. What it looks like from what happened, Schaefer short pitted you on the second to last run, and then you short pitted him on the final run. Walk me through that strategy there.
Yeah, he had short pitted me there, and really, I felt like we both had pretty even cars. The first run, I kind of saved myself a little bit, and it gave me the advantage on that run. And then the runs that came after that, we were both pretty even. It just was a big battle of who got the clean air. So he had short pitted me, won the clean air. I couldn't catch him, so I figured if I short pitted him there, I would just hope that dirty air would do its job, and I got lucky enough, and it did.
Yeah, and you one of the drivers that remained fairly incident free here. Obviously, you might have got like a 2x from kissing the wall, but no severe incidents here. How were you able to stay so clean and so consistent out here on this track?
Yeah, just a lot of patience. Definitely try not to drive the car too hard. You can't. This is one of those tracks that'll make you pay for it if you do it. So, just trying to keep the car clean, keep the tires on it. Definitely hit the wall a couple times, trying to push it, either chasing Eric or trying to run away from him. And just settled back in and try to keep her off the wall, and that was a real big token.
Yeah, that seemed to be the trend when you speak about the dirty air. When Schaefer was in front of you, seemed like almost impossible for you to catch up to him, and then when you were in front of him, it was almost impossible for him to catch up to you. But nevertheless, man, you won the pole, you won the race, you set the fastest lap, so big congratulations to you on that. And we look forward to seeing more of you here in 3 Wide Motorsports. And congratulations again. But before we let you go, Mr. Manning, is there anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, for sure. Had Bruise and Q's on the car tonight. Big shout out to them. Hopefully, I think they might have had the race on over there tonight, so that'd be pretty cool. Big shout out to them. Shout out to Outlier. This is one of Johnny's best cars that he did, and big shout out to him for that. And my wife, who lets me race on Sunday nights.
Yeah, it's always nice when the wives let us go and do our boy things, right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, Mr. Manning, congratulations on your win, sir, and we look forward to seeing more of you here in 3 Wide Motorsports.
Yep, appreciate you, Joe. Thank you, and thank you everyone at over here at 3 Wide.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, buddy.
Thank you, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Eric Schaefer up here. Eric Schaefer, this is Front Row Joe in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, Joe?
Hey, man. So came away with a second place finish, just a tad bit short on coming away with a win here tonight. What was it like out there, and how difficult was it to try and gain some ground on Manning there?
Oh man, we were for the beginning of the race, we were just so equal there. It was just like he said over the race chat, we were playing cat and mouse there. It was just all about tire saving, and it's so hard to adjust on these cars with so little fuel. I mean, I'm used to adjusting on a car with 100% fuel, so it's just difficult to try to get the adjustments right for 70% fuel. But no, man, he ran a great race. I got beat. I mean, he's good. But it was just, we were equal there, and I don't know if he made an adjustment there on that last caution or what, or that last pit stop or what, but he was just a little bit better than I was on the long run right there at the end. And I told him that, hey, good race, because I didn't have nothing for him. It was good racing with him, man. I enjoyed it. We were respectful to each other. We were clean, and it was just a good time.
Yeah, it seemed like whoever was in front of the other, when you were in front of him or he was in front of you, it was like you had the advantage, right? You had all the clean air out in front of you. You didn't really have much lap traffic to worry about, and it was almost like, whoever was in front coming to the end of the race was going to win. Unfortunately, fell just a little bit short, but nevertheless, if my calculations are correct, due to Devin Black's unfortunate DNF tonight, you will assume the points lead here in the 3-Wide Motorsports O'Reilly series here Sunday night. So we will look forward to seeing those race results to confirm that. But like I said, if my calculations are correct, you will be the points leader. But Mr. Schaefer, before we let you go, buddy, we'd like to give you an opportunity to give your shout-outs and thank whoever you want to thank.
Yeah, Joe, thank you for broadcasting us tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all the admins and the owners and the 3-Wide Discord. Appreciate it. And huge shout out to Reefer Speed Labs for all they do for me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Schaefer, congratulations on your second place finisher, and we look forward to seeing how you do in the championship standings, and we'll see you hopefully next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Joe.
Yes, sir. And I moved him to the wrong room, but that's all right, because we are going to speak with our third place finisher, Will DeBrabant. Will, this is Joe up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. So, heck of a race there, man. Darlington is one of those unique tracks. You have to run it a certain way. You can't wrap the bottom like you do at traditional 1.5-mile tracks. And with that being said, man, what were you kind of experiencing out there, especially with the 70% fuel and not not starting out with a full tank, which is going to kind of throw your adjustments off there a little bit?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm new to doing adjustments myself, so I had to lean on my teammate for that. And for the first half of the race, first run was great. Made my way up. I think I started like 14th or something like that, or wherever, one of the last positions. Made my way up there, but then the second run, it was super tight. And then my teammate Thomas, he helped me out with a couple of adjustments, and it made it a lot better. But it's just a swing. 1 minute it's loose, the next minute it's tight. But held it together, kept it clean. Tried to kind of figure it out toward the end how to save a little bit of tire. So just made it work out. Then unfortunately Thomas had a issue at the end where we were battling for third. So kind of landed right in my lap.
Yeah, I mean that's Darlington, right? You hit your marks, one turn, and then the next turn you think you're hitting your mark, and something happens, the car gets tight, gets loose, you get up in the wall. But that's just the nature of Darlington, right? The lady in black. Almost every single driver out here tonight coming down, getting their Darlington stripe and scraping down the side of their race car. But that's just the nature of Darlington. But you had a good night, came away with a third place finish, which is going to help your point standings. As it stands right now, you're sitting in 6th, and with the
Ron
finish.
didn't race. I'll definitely get him.
Yep, yeah. Ron didn't race. You may or may not get Scott. We'll see. But still gaining some points, getting up there in the championship standings, and this finish tonight is definitely going to help that as well. But Mr. Will, before we let you go, buddy, who do you want to thank, and who helped you get it done tonight?
I'll be honest with you. I thank Thomas, my teammate, because without him, I wouldn't have been able to figure out the adjustments for that car. So thank my team, thank my teammate. That's basically, and everybody for letting me race. I've enjoyed my time here with 3-Wide, and I just keep looking forward to racing even more.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Will DeBrabant, is that how you pronounce it?
That's DeBrabant.
DeBrabant.
Nobody ever gets it right.
All right. Will DeBrabant. I'll make sure I get that right next time. Will DeBrabant, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher. Will, congratulations on your podium finish. And we'll see you soon, buddy.
All right, yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at your race results here. Race winner is going to be Travis Manning. Second place is Eric Schaefer. Third place, Will DeBrabant. Fourth, Thomas Davis. Fifth, Randy Coyer. Sixth, Jack H. Jones III. Seventh, Brazen Ryan. Eighth, Clayton Anderson. 9th, Scott Hall. 10th, Devin Black. 11th, Patrick Purdy. 12th, Andrew Deemer. And Race Control. I don't know what happened to him. 150 laps down. Ugh. We were here at Darlington. We went a total distance of 196.29 miles. Hard charger of the night, Will DeBrabant, up 7 positions from where he started. Most laps led, fastest lap, and the pole position all go to Travis Manning. Travis Manning putting down a heater of a lap at a 29.502. 2 cautions for a total of 7 laps. 8 different lead changes, 4 different leaders. And again, 196.29 miles here at Darlington Raceway. 3 Wide Motorsports NASCAR O'Reilly Series here on Sunday night. Brought to you by Blue Ridge Motorsports TV. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody hanging out, stopping in on the stream. If there's anything you liked, we want to hear about it. If there's anything you didn't like, we want to hear about it as well. We want to make sure that we can bring the best package that we can. We want to represent the brand of Blue Ridge Motorsports TV, and we also want to display 3 Wide Motorsports in the best possible way that we can here. And with all that being said, we greatly appreciate you stopping by. We hope you enjoy what's left of our weekend. It's a manic Monday. Everybody, unfortunately, looking to get back. Well, unfortunately, going back to work. Not looking forward to it. But we will see everybody soon. So God bless. Have a good night. And we appreciate everybody stopping by. This is Front Row Joe from Blue Ridge Motorsports TV signing out.